Oh, what up, YouTube? It's your boy Lord Lemon, the Emperor. Got another manga review for y'all today. Tower of God, chapter 363. And we last left off. Kun was fighting his sister, Cassia, and 'cause she was his sworn enemy in the when you go to the hidden floor, and she stabbed Kun pretty good. He was just bleeding all over the place. And then we see she's just super satisfied because we don't know Kun's backstory yet, which I'm pretty sure we're gonna get some of that in the future. But she's super satisfied because she finally stabbed him because she thinks he is the reason their sister died. So she's about to, try to deliver the finishing blow from overhead with her little switchblade. And Kun tackles her, and then she sees behind him the hostage she had that got him to come to her was gone, and Kun pretty much said, "You didn't even notice the whole time you were paying so much attention to me. I took my lighthouse and got the hostage out of here, so they're probably far, far away from here by now." And then we see Bam and Dorsey. They're trying to find an exit they're trying to get out of that stage of the hidden floor to move on to the next stage. And then we see Handsome, Rack, and Icarus, aka Rachel, sneaky ass Rachel over there. And Rachel, cause she's in the hidden floor, she pretty much knows where to go, so she's just like, "Hey, I think it's this way." And then Handsom's just looking at her like, like he knows something's up, he just can't put his finger on it yet. And then they pretty much then Dorsey's like, "Okay, Bam, they found the exit, let's go." So they head over there and get out of there, and then back to Kun and his sister Cassie are fighting. And then Kun's just like, "Alright." And then his lighthouse teleports him to, like, I guess a little ledge over all the way up top. And then he was like, "I was just lying. I never really sent my lighthouse far away. I just sent it up here so I could buy some time." And then just as he says that, uh, the rest of them tell him, "Hey, we found the exit. Let's get out of here." So they send him the coordinates. And then he's just telling Cassia like, "I can't die here, cause not till I become the leader of the Kun family." And then Cassia's like, "Really? You the leader of the Kun family? That'll never happen, especially knowing how our father is." So apparently, I don't know. Like I said, we don't know the history of Kun and his family or whatever, but for whatever reason, like, their sister died and she blames him, and their father is, I don't know, he might not think too much of Kun himself. So Kun's first name is Agaro, by the way. I just call him Kun because, like, hey, that's what everybody else calls him in the manga, so call him Kun. But his name is Agaro because Cassia called him by his first name, Agaro. So Agaro Kun. And they disappear. His lighthouse helps him disappear. They get out of there. And then he teleports the hostage and himself in front of Dorsey and Bam and Handsome and Rack and Icarus, aka Rachel. And then they see they see Kun's injured, and they're just like, "Are you alright? You're bleeding way too much." And then he's just like, "We have to get out of here now. Let's just move on to the next stage. My sworn enemy's gonna be here like any minute now. We cannot waste any time. We gotta get out of here." And then Icarus, aka Rachel's just like, "Let me try healing him." Because, she has big breeder's powers or whatever. And then as she's healing Kun, Hansong sees that she has like these bees or whatever on her. that obviously that the big breeders have. So he's just like, yeah, you're super suspicious. So she heals Coon, and then not only that, like they're still pretty skeptical about her, but that her healing Coon helped a little bit. But even Coon himself was just like, this kind of just makes you more suspicious now, because you had like these random healing powers or whatever. And then we see Team Two, which is Boro, Sachi, and Hockney. They're actually with the leader of the Coon family right now, fucking Coon Edan, and he's telling them like, "What are you just doing? Don't just stare at it. Eat." Because he gives them like some grapes and wine or whatever. And like this guy's like Prince or something, just feeding people grapes, grapes and wine and stuff. And so they're just like, they figure out like, oh, he's the leader of the Coon family, one of the 10 great families. He climbed the tower with Jahad way back in the day, and then became, one of the leaders of the Coon family. Even and then they were like, he's the greatest spear bearer like there is right now. And as far as like melee weapons and stuff like that, he's the top of the line, along with the Ari family and the Han family, I believe. So thought that was pretty interesting. And then they were just like, then Boro was just like, I don't see why you would lend your hand in fighting Jahad or whatever. And then Kun Edan proceeds to tell them like, hey, he tells them how they all cleared the hell train, and then Jahad got the mirror for them to, be in this data world. And then he ended up getting another mirror from the outside version of himself. And for some reason, Kun Edan was the only one that noticed when Jahad came back from meeting his outside self, like he was completely different from the person he was before. He was the only one that noticed that. So everybody else went to, the hidden floor where Rachel is right now. And then he was the one that stayed on the regular hidden floor. And then he just says, Jahad he was just different. Like on the outside he looked the same, but on the inside he could tell he was just, a completely different person or whatever. And I guess that didn't fly too cool with him, so he was just like, nah, I'm cool. I'm gonna just stay here on the hidden floor. You know what I'm saying? I regulate this area. Y'all go over there and chill. So thought that was pretty interesting. A little backstory on Jahad, because obviously we don't know nothing about Jahad other than like he's the king, and he gives out like the 13th month series to 13 princesses, and that's about it really. And then we actually see young Jahad he's like a giant camera room pretty much. He's just looking at everybody. He sees Bam and all them and stuff, and then he's just like, we don't see his face or whatever, we just see his back. And we see he's asking, it's like, is this the guy that used the black hole Shinsu sphere and imitated one of the great 10 family leaders? And they was like, yeah, that's him. And he was like, I guess I'll have to check this out myself. And so it looks like he's about to go through a port and about to pull up on Bam and them. So it's about to get real interesting. Can't wait till next week. So because they're really going through this right now. Like Bam's about to. And then too, like, we really don't even know how strong Bam is, because Bam's super OP. He doesn't even know how strong he is. I believe he has 2 pieces of the shard of the thorn right now. He has 2 shards of them, and he has the red Thyrsa, because after he defeated the red Thyrsa, it somehow implanted itself inside of him. So he has that, but I don't think he knows how to use that yet. And yeah, man, Bam's super OP, so I don't know how he's gonna stack up against young Jahad, because hey, you gotta remember, he's the king of the tower. Even if he's the young version of him, he's still the king of the tower. So we'll see how that go. But yeah, man. Tower God manga review, chapter 363. It's a lot of chapters, man. I don't even. It's probably gonna be. I would say this manga is probably gonna be maybe like 700 plus chapters. I would like to think so, because I don't even think they're halfway through the tower yet, to be honest, or halfway through the story, to be honest with you. So yeah, man, like, comment, subscribe, share, so other like-minded people like us can talk about this in the comments below. And we out.